my name is Tracy, and I'm a librarian with the Baltimore County Public Library at the Towson branch. And today we are going to talk about monster plants and do a craft. Today's monster is Frankenstein. You probably all heard or know the story of the Frankenstein monster. He was a creature that was created by a mad scientist of multiple human parts that were sewn together, and lightning and thunder.
Give my creation fly!
Sky means business.
Lots of movies and books have been inspired, and Halloween costumes, and he's been a part of stories for a long time. So you all know Frankenstein. Now the interesting thing is the Frankenstein story was written by a lovely young lady named Mary Shelley. And when people read that story and realized who wrote it, they were shocked. But of course, this is back in the Victorian times, and young ladies did not write super scary stories like that. So Mary Shelley really showed them, didn't she? Now you're probably wondering why I have these plants. And these are all different types of cactuses. And as you can see, they're odd and unusual and almost maybe a little creepy and monstrous in and of themselves. But the Frankenstein cactus, it's not really called the Frankenstein cactus, but that's what I'm calling it because of how it's made. It's not just grown, it is made like the Frankenstein monster was made. So let me introduce you, and you will have almost all certainly seen this one before. The moon cactus. Now, how can this cute little thing, this adorable little plant, be a monster? Well, I'll tell you. The top of this is a gymnasium, and the bottom of this is the rootstock, is a different plant. The tops of these, as you notice, they come in yellow and orange and purple and pink, and they don't have chlorophyll, which plants need in order to be able to process the sun. It can't live by itself. You see all these little babies off the sides of it? If I took those off and put them in the dirt, they would die. They need another plant to be attached to. So this is what allows this to live. So what they do is they cut off the top of this, and they take one of the little babies off the side of a plant, they put it on top, and sometimes they'll rubber band it down, and eventually they will fuse together and grow together like this as the cute little moon cactus. But I bet you never look at the moon cactus and not see a monster. The moon cactus is probably the most popular and frequently seen. It's called a grafted cactus, but I saw this one, and he didn't come with the sunglasses or the guitar, but I thought the cactus on top, as you can see it's grafted onto this rootstock, looked like Elvis's hair, and I just had to go with it. So I made him some little sunglasses, and I found this wonderful sticker. So here we are, the king is in the building. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. So today's craft is going to be, of course, Frankenstein. The things that you'll need in order to make Frankenstein are toilet tissue roll, or if you happen to have a paper towel roll, you can cut it. What I did is I actually painted my toilet tissue roll. So by holding it in the middle like that, I painted it all the way around both sides. Once that was completely dry, I had some glue, and Elmer's will do, and I find it a little bit easier to have it poured out and to use a paintbrush, which you can wash off later. And for this, guys, I used one of these wiggly pipe cleaners, but if you don't have that, that's fine. You can use paper, or I actually used some felt. And to get the hair, what I did was I just cut sort of zigzaggy like this until it was long enough to be able to go all the way around, and I glued it down. And so you can see I used pom-poms for this one's nose, a pom-pom for this one's nose, But that one, I just used a Sharpie marker. So you have a lot of choices here. Now to get the eyes, because drawing a perfect circle is not always easy to do, now you can use the Sharpie marker for this, but let me show you a trick. If you take a quarter and put it on a piece of paper, and then you draw around it with a pencil, as I have done there, and then you take a penny and you put it inside, and you can move the penny down, and you can make the eye as big as you want with the penny, then you can create perfectly round eyes and cut them out. Frankenstein was rocking the unibrow, and I don't quite have a unibrow, but if I did, I think I would want that unibrow. I definitely would want something that absolutely flew off my face. How's that? Is that great or what? But of course that is very charming as well. And the other thing to add, either with a Sharpie or by cutting out some more felt, is stitches, because Frankenstein of course is a monster. And then he's got these little electrodes that I use felt to make sticking out of his neck, and that of course is where he was hooked up to come to life. I hope you have enjoyed today's craft and learning about Frankenstein and all the weird and wonderful cactuses they are, especially the grafted cactuses. We look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you so much.